Welcome to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an instant classic.
And you're new!
And we want to punch Jim Cornette in the face repeatedly until he bleeds because he's stupid.
I don't know you guys personally.
Hot tag!
Hot tag, okay, I got you. I'm coming in hot. You know, I'm gonna hit that Big E spear.
We'll see you on the flippity dippity. Oh yeah.
Yay! Yeah, thank you. Welcome to the Instant Classic. We had to. We found the effects and we had to. Welcome to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast where I have a nifty mustache and an eye patch. And it's always an instant classic. I mean, the other two, they decided not to go with the effects. I said, you know what, let's do the effects. This is WrestleMania. Oh, there we go. WrestleMania 24 to be exact. Let's just get into it. It was held on March the 30th of the year 2008. John Legend did in fact perform the America the Beautiful song thing, and it was lovely. I don't even really remember. I kind of just didn't really care. But got any thoughts on the and John Legend? I mean, friggin' Justin probably doesn't even know who John Legend is.
He probably doesn't. Shame. But I definitely like the song by John Legend. It was cool to see John Legend. They're really getting like real hip now. It seems like with the artists they bring in, or it goes back and forth. It's like Limp Bizkit and then John Legend. And I'm like, wait, what? But I definitely like John Legend. Thought it was cool. I thought it went well. You know.
Any thoughts, Justin, on the nifty guy that you probably didn't know who he was?
I actually knew who he was. I didn't know him a whole lot, but I actually knew who he was.
Why do you look so normal, by the way?
Yeah, what the fuck? Well, he has the Chiefs hat. That's pretty weird.
Hey.
Got him.
But, you know, I like him on the piano. His singing was so beautiful, and, you know, it was good. I enjoyed it.
All right. And let's move on to a Belfast brawl. We had JBL versus Finlay. I'm not gonna say I didn't like this match. I just feel like the storyline and build-up was kind of stupid. And I don't know if y'all noticed this, but JBL's man boobs looked especially saggy today. I don't know. They were like, I don't know. Not that I look at JBL's man boobs, but I'm just saying. But great match though. Finlay definitely he can do good old school wrestling and still, you know, have an interesting street fight. Which is basically what this was. They just call it a Belfast brawl because, you know, WWE. Unfortunately, you know, wannabe wrestling god did win, which, you know, DJ is going to be happy about because wrestling god. I think that's how he says it. So DJ, thoughts on the Belfast brawl that was won by the wrong person?
It most certainly wasn't, because the thing about being a wrestling god is that you can perform well in any match. I mean, it's a fact. It is a fact, Casey, that when you are a wrestling god, you can compete well in every match. He was robbed. At the last WrestleMania we reviewed, I saw it. His foot was on the rope. I saw it. But that suicide dive bump, ow, that looked kind of brutal. They didn't have to do feeling like that. They didn't have to. That's messed up. Oh man. Anyway, the clothesline from hell looked really nice tonight. Loved it, like it always does. But I'm just wondering because I ain't never heard Casey hate on my boy JBL for being a former football player, but he'll sure hate on Baron Corbin and Roman Reigns for being ex-football players. I'm just saying. Justin, give some thoughts.
I didn't even know he was a former football player, so that's why it doesn't count.
Okay, well, my thoughts on this match. This match was all right for what it was. I mean, there wasn't really anything too special in it. I don't really like the story behind this, with his the whole hornswoggle stuff, being saying Vince McMahon's son. I just didn't really like that. It was just I just really didn't enjoy the storyline. And like I said, the match was all right. I like when JBL threw the trash can at Hornswoggle during the match. I thought that was cool. The clothesline in hell looked so sick as hell. No pun intended, but it was pretty cool. I like this match.
All the pun intended in that one. Shut up.
But yeah, and he is a wrestling god.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's a wrestling god.
Get out of here. He's not. And now my thing's messed up. There we go. But anyway, moving on from the non-wrestling god to a good match. We had the Money in the Bank ladder match featuring John Morrison, Carlito, Shelton Benjamin, who should not ever be the world champion from the last review. You guys were wrong. CM Punk, Mr. Kennedy, MVP, and I thought this was a really good Money in the Bank ladder match. The like we said in the last review, the first one was great, and then from then on, it was kind of hit or miss. I feel like some of them were pretty good, and then others were kind of eh. But this one was one of the ones that I thought was really good. I thought every single person in the match did great, and really deserved to be in the match. There's a couple of the Money in the Bank ladder matches you go back, and some of the guys don't feel like they should be in the match. But I feel like all these guys really worked well together, had really good spots, and all these guys you could see in a ladder match in general. Even if it was just a one-on-one ladder match, you could see any of these guys in a ladder match. But Justin.
This was a very good Money in the Bank match. I pretty much enjoy every Money in the Bank match, and this was an exception here. Everybody performed really good in this match. Everybody hit their finisher at one point or another. I like when Benjamin he got tossed off the ladder into another ladder on the outside of the ring, so that pretty much took him out during the match. And when I was watching this match live back in 2008, I kind of had a feeling that maybe Mr. Kennedy might win this match back to back. I kind of had a feeling that he might win that. But I also like the spot that John Morrison did with the ladder when he did the flip off the turnbuckle. That was pretty cool to everybody on the outside. It was on our No Way Out 2008 review. I was talking how Jeff Hardy was supposed to be in this match, and pretty much he got taken out of this match because he had his drug problems, and I think he was supposed to win this, but that was great for CM Punk to come capitalize on this moment and actually give it to CM Punk, which I didn't really think that Punk was going to win it. He was kind of like a dark horse going in this match in my opinion, but this was a very fun match, and it kind of had the same thing with what happened last at WrestleMania 23, which happened with Jericho when he got his leg caught. I think that was happened with CM Punk at WrestleMania 23. But yeah, this was a very fun match. I really enjoyed it. And also we had Matt Hardy. He interfered. He took out who did he take out? I can't remember who he took out. Oh, MVP. Yeah, he took MVP, and then that would continue their storyline in the months to come. But yeah, this was a fun match. I really enjoyed it.
All right, DJ.
Okay. So This match was really, really, really good. I don't know if it was. I don't think it was as good as the first one, the very first one. But I do think it was really good. I enjoyed it. Um, Shelton Benjamin to me just seems like the Kofi Kingston of Money in the Bank matches. Like you know he's not gonna win, but you know he's gonna do something ridiculous. You know, so that's how I was feeling about Kofi Kingston in this match. It was just weird, and my fake goatee is taking over my lip right now, and it's weird. But anyway, I thought that I thought this match was really good. It was probably still one of the best. I think Shelton Benjamin going through that ladder, my goodness, was brutal. Um, but I still think like the drama and the ending of the last one, the first one that we watched, was a lot better than this one to me personally.
Benoit should have won. Just saying.
He
Still,
couldn't. He wasn't in the match.
not this one. The other one. I was talking about the first one we reviewed. I mean, Benoit should have won all of them ever. It doesn't matter. He should be the honorary winner of every Money in the Bank ladder match ever, just in spirit, because he freaking won that first match in my heart with a broken freaking arm. Anyway, damn right. You are damn right. He deserves it. Anyway, a little bit on the Hall of Fame class. I kind of like this Hall of Fame class. It was cool kind of seeing Ric Flair's kids back then. We saw Charlotte, aka Ashley. We saw David and Reed at the time. This was before Reed passed away. So that was kind of cool seeing them out there. But any thoughts on the induction or on the Hall of Fame for this class, if you remember anything from it? I don't care.
I like the one. Which one was it? I think it was the last one we watched more than this one, just because they had the entrance themes playing, and it felt like it was special. Because a lot of times, like especially today and like from here on, they've just been doing the whole generic Hall of Fame, you know, whatever the music is. I don't know what it is, but you know, they play that Hall of Fame music, and then everybody comes out, and I think it's just more special when you hear their music, to me, instead of just the person who was like the lead guy, or whatever. But yeah, I mean, this was definitely an exciting class as well, though.
Yeah. So next, or actually, sorry, Justin. Sorry, Justin. Did you have any thoughts?
He didn't, because he would have interrupted you.
I actually don't really have any thoughts on it. I mean, it was really good to see Ric Flair's family. That was probably the best part of this, but
Yeah.
it was good. It was good.
So we got the SmackDown versus Raw video game. I mean, battle for brand supremacy. It was basically the video game. Let's be honest. They were trying to sell the video game in WrestleMania. That's what it was. But we had Batista representing SmackDown and Umaga representing Raw. I feel like at this point, at least I was getting tired of the Raw versus SmackDown storyline thing that they had. I know we've talked about the brand split in the past and how we liked it in the beginning and then it kind of ran its course, and by the time they did end it, it was a good thing. There's benefits if they brought it back. There's pros and cons, whatever. But I think at this point I was just really sick of it. And I didn't think this match was really anything special. I feel like they could have had this on either a Raw or a SmackDown. This didn't feel like anything special for WrestleMania to me. Any thoughts, DJ? Because Justin apparently ran away.
Yeah, I actually like this match. It was Umaga was in it, so I had to like it. It's obvious. Um, I enjoyed this match. It was two power guys going at it. Batista would have won with the Batista bomb. Umaga should have won because he was robbed. I feel like he was always robbed at WrestleMania, and I don't know why. I don't know why. He got beat by Lashley. He got beat by Batista. Shame, shame WWE. I think they cheated Umaga. I really do. I think they don't like Umaga. They don't like Rikishi. They don't like the Usos. Racist.
Justin, any thoughts?
This match was alright, but I mean, if we got Umaga versus Batista today, if Umaga was still like Rest in Peace Umaga, like people would shit all over this match, and I wasn't really into this match. Like, it would have made sense to do this back in like 2005, because back when the Raw versus SmackDown brand was going much more better. Because I think that kind of like it was better like back in '05, the Raw versus SmackDown.
It was going what? What was those terms you used? I'm curious.
It was going better. I don't know what I just said. How I worded
much more better.
Much more better. I don't know how I worded it, but I mean, I wish it kind of would have did a little more with Batista at this time, because last year at WrestleMania 23, he was in the World Heavyweight Championship match against Undertaker. So I kind of wish they did a little more with him. Maybe like put him in the triple threat match or something. Do something better with Batista. And Umaga, he was kind of, he kind of got demoted a little bit. Last year, he was in the hair versus hair match at WrestleMania. So like he was kind of in a bigger match, but it kind of wasn't. But the winner match was Batista, and it was all right.
All right. Moving on to a match that, yeah, we got both of you. I got confused for a second. Moving on to a match that I wish was much more better, but it wasn't much more better. It was much more worser.
Because Chavo was in the match?
Let me get to it. God, this is why we can't have nice things. Anyway. Yes, we had the ECW Championship match, Chavo Guerrero versus Kane. Oh, God. Kane had won the championship opportunity in a pre-show battle royal. Kane wins with a choke slam. And WWE flushes ECW even more down the toilet. Thoughts to either one? I don't care who goes, because this... Oh, God.
No, this was a bad match. I didn't enjoy this at all. I mean...
Justin, I actually just wanted to sit there in awkward silence until he had to pick one of us.
Yeah, but...
I'm not
back onto this match, like, there was nothing, like... Pretty much, Kane came out from behind him, his music was playing. Kane came out from behind, choke slam, and that was all. That was all that happened in the match. 11 seconds. This match was complete crap, and I didn't like it at all. DJ, any thoughts on this squash?
All right, I actually need to get serious for this one, so I'm gonna take the effects off for 1 second.
Keep them off because you look retarded.
I look great. Quit hating. I don't use that word. Quit hating. Anyway, I was so excited. Chavo lost! Chavo lost! Chavo lost! He lost in like 3 seconds! I was
It was
so
actually
excited.
11, it's actually 11 seconds.
It only took 3 to pin him down to the mat. Got him! He lost in 11 seconds. Even better. Woo! 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 Yay!
All right. I guess we can move on.
Woo!
To the career-threatening match, Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair. If Ric Flair loses, he must retire. One of the best sort of icon versus icon matches in Mania history. There's only been a couple, but
Hulk Hogan versus The Rock?
this one was better. I just love this match. I'll never forget seeing Shawn Michaels say, I'm sorry, I love you." That was just really iconic. Right before he, delivered the final blow with Sweet Chin Music. It was, really emotional seeing Ric Flair crying, and his kids crying when he lost, and then to see him kiss them after the match. It was just, this is the kind of WrestleMania match you kind of want to see. Not that you want to see somebody have to retire, but this is the kind of match that builds up the emotion and really impacts you, I guess. Not like an ECW championship match with Kanan.
Okay.
We didn't need
Alright.
sound effects. We didn't need.
I didn't hear the sound effect.
Anyway, DJ.
All right. Yeah, I agree. I love this match. This was one of those iconic matches, throughout WrestleMania history. It had to be said, Casey. It had to be said. This was okay. This was one of the darn it. This was one of the iconic matches um, of WrestleMania. It really did get the emotions flowing. Like just the crowd, just the crowd and Flair's family. I think probably the fans at home. I was sad after this match. And it was a good match too. Like it was crazy. I can't even make the old farts joke about these two because they put on a good match. Um, you know, it was crazy seeing these guys, especially because they're older. Doing just putting on a great match, and that the announce table bump with Shawn Michaels. Ow. Um, but you like this match was kind of hard because you always had the whole thing where where Flair, he always fought back. He always found a way to stay afloat and found a way to stay kind of unretired, I guess you could say. Throughout the time when this kind of if you lose your retired storyline was going on with just different opponents throughout that time. But I think with this match, you kind of I don't even know if you could really even feel like Shawn Michaels would win because you're kind of like, there's no way Ric Flair is going to lose and retire. There's no way. And obviously he did, and it was crazy. And the "I sorry, I love you" thing. I think it is a really iconic moment. It really is. It's one of those moments, but I feel like they don't really show it enough. You always, in the opening little Raw thing, they always show like can't remember if they do it anymore now, but they used to show all these different, moments, and that one's one that you don't really see as much. And it really like pulls on the heartstrings when you go back and watch this match. I watched this match like probably about 6 months ago or something like that, and because I wanted to go back and see this feud. Was this the "You'll Always Be a Ric Flair Wannabe" feud, or was this something? Was this the same feud?
Hmm.
I don't think so.
Who? Because he said that to someone in a WrestleMania feud, and I don't remember who it was. Because I didn't hear it in the video package, and I was confused. Because I know he would say you always be a Ric Flair wannabe. I can't remember who it was though.
I think he was talking about you.
He wasn't actually.
I don't know.
He wasn't.
I-
But anyway, I just thought this was a really iconic match. Justin, thoughts?
Justin.
I really enjoyed this match. Like I said on many times, Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler of all times, and this
So
was
who's
a
your favorite wrestler? Just wondering.
Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. But this was a very good match. Really enjoyed it, and what did you want? But like I said, this was a very good match. Let me continue. But like I said, this was a very good match. I really like these guys were very physical. They work very stiff in the ring together. I like the table bump like that Shawn Michaels stuck when he did the moonsault. That looked like it very hurt, and like Ric Flair worked on his back during the match, and this was very, very good. And of course, I really loved the ending. When he goes like what Ric Flair was saying towards the end. Like I just love that. And then Shawn Michaels gave him the Sweet Chin music, and yeah, this was a very good match. And it's got about 20 minutes in the 20 minutes, and this was very, very fun match, and I really enjoyed it. Probably one of the best WrestleMania matches of all times. It goes up there on my list. Probably in my top 10.
Justin, who's your favorite wrestler?
Shawn Michaels.
Who's your favorite faction?
DX.
That's damn right you said that. You're right. You picked right. If you would have said anyone else, I would have been like, what?
DJ's is the Nexus.
I see what I found it. It was a feud that Flair had with Shawn Michaels in 2003. That's what it was.
Anyway,
that's why I always thought it was this match.
Let's move on to a match that I really... Oh, God, I want to skip this match. Oh, please, can we...
But you moved on to it so quickly.
Oh, because I want to just skip it. I want to just get... Playboy Bunny Mania Lumberjack match. Ashley and Maria versus Melina and Beth Phoenix. Why? Especially following such a great why. Why? Any thoughts on this match at all?
Casey, I don't think you understand what you have to do with WrestleMania crowds. You gotta cool them down, man. You gotta cool them down.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, you gotta cool. That's what this was for. It was to kind of cool the excitement down a little bit.
To get people to leave the arena.
Did anyone leave? Did you see anyone leave?
Yeah.
Okay, you didn't. Good. No. But did you see anyone leave?
I did. I saw a bunch of people leave, and they didn't come back.
I mean, they might have went to get a hot dog. They was hungry. They was hungry. They probably got a hot dog.
Some more.
Popcorn.
Popcorn?
What's popcorn? What's popcorn?
Popcorn. Quit hating. Quit hating. Anyway, I for some reason it wasn't great, but I didn't think it was horrible. My boo Melina was in it, so that that made it kind of worth watching.
I think what ruined it for me is just the fact that they always have to make it so fucking gimmicky with like Playboy Bunny Mania. If they just had this as a like women's lumberjack match, it would have been fine. But this was that time where all the divas were like on Playboy and shit, and they used that so much.
Yeah, they did.
But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, I was done.
This match, oh god, this match sucked. I hated it. I didn't like when Snoop Dogg came out. I just didn't like
racist.
I'm not racist. I'm not a big Snoop Dogg fan.
How are you not a big Snoop Dogg fan? He is a legend. He is a legend.
I've never been a big Snoop. I've never been a big Snoop Dogg fan, but I like seeing Ashley out there and Maria.
That's like saying Ice Cube ain't fire, because he is the issue.
But that's all my thoughts about this match. I only got 5 minutes, and
Ice Cube is fire.
He is fire. Fire.
All right, so move on to
Casey. I don't think you get it though. Like
I get it.
You comprehend that an ice cube can also be fire.
I get it. I do. I really do. Let's move on though, because we got the WWE Championship match. The championship. John Cena versus Triple H. Always finds a way to win the game. The cerebral assassin, the King of Kings. versus Randall Keith Orton. Why do I think it's Keith? Is it Keith? I think so. Yeah, it's Keith. Randall Keith Orton. Still relatively tolerable at this point with John Cena. I still hated that he was a champion because
it's the same thing.
Fucking. No, but this was still the thugonomic shit. I believe. I think he was still.
He wasn't a champion. What are you talking about? You said he was the champion.
He was always the champion because.
No.
Randall
Keith Orton, the greatest of all time, was the champion, baby. You better get it right.
Yeah, but how many reigns does Randall Keith Orton have?
A lot.
How many does John Cena have?
He has like 12.
Good. God.
Exactly. 12, that's a lot.
Shut up.
What's with Randy Orton?
But the game has 15.
But they did put on an awesome match.
I think he has like 15 or 14.
Yeah, let's quit acting like Triple H doesn't have like 14. I'm just saying.
You want to talk about the match?
No, because Casey won't admit because he's blind, got his rose-colored glasses on, and can't say that Triple H got 14 runs. But I'm just saying.
Triple H does have 14 runs, and he should be the one, if anybody, to break the record.
He shouldn't. He was as heelish as anybody. He won more crooked than anyone did.
But
you shut down, DJ. You shut down.
He always found a way to win.
I hated it, but he didn't find a way to win this one, baby. My boy, Randy Orton. This was I liked Randy Orton in Evolution too, but this was like right before the Viper thing, I think, because his hair was all getting shorter and stuff. Probably losing it. Too much stress from being champion so many times. But I love the near falls in triple threat matches, and that's why I still enjoy triple threat, fatal 4-way, 5-way, 6-way, 8-way, 9-way matches. That's why I still enjoy. That's why I still enjoy those matches. I just like this match. The near falls were just really, really good, and they always come when you don't expect them. I feel like, or you kind of expect them, and you're like, oh, he's gonna get him, and then he don't, and you're like, oh. But shout out to Randy Orton for putting that boot right across the face of Triple H, baby. Oh my, I loved it. I loved it, Casey. Oh man, putting that boot right across the face, and then pinning John Cena for the 1, the 2, and the 3, and still.
But that technically means that John Cena lost, and Triple H still found a way to not lose. Yeah, he didn't technically lose. Yeah,
but he got knocked out. So okay. I take it.
He didn't technically lose. Oh yeah. Justin.
This was a very good triple threat match. I really enjoyed it, and I didn't actually do too bad a job in this match, and I didn't mind his entrance, because I think it was his high school kind of cheerleading team, the high school band did his theme song. That was pretty cool.
I did not see any cheerleaders, Justin.
I think there was some cheerleaders out there or something.
No, we would have seen cheerleaders. If
that was a marching band. Shame on you. Shame on you.
But this was a very good match, and I liked the triple thing of Doom theme thing they did. That was cool.
What is it? What's it called?
Triple powerbomb of Doom. I don't know. That's what
triple thing of Doom.
the fuckery of Doom. I don't know.
Triple thing of.
But this was a very fun match. I really enjoyed it. And Cena did not win the match. Because Cena, he has a very good record at WrestleMania, because he has lost very much in matches at Manias. I mean, he won at 21, won at 22, won at 23, lost at 24, won at 25, and he wins the rest of his matches. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy Cena didn't win here.
Shut your face. All right. Anyway.
He won by the fight.
move on to a non-sumo match. Luckily for us, this was a non-sumo match. Big Show versus Floyd Money Mayweather. I thought this was stupid in 2008. I think it's just as stupid today.
Racist.
This is nothing. Fat is not a race. Giant is not a race.
No, you Floyd Money Mayweather.
Sizes then, like I've been telling you for the past 2 months. You
And
hate
he's
big
also
people.
racist. He hates
Man.
Floyd Money Mayweather.
Who doesn't hate Floyd Money Mayweather? He's an arrogant prick. I hope you hear me, Floyd.
Mayweather hates Floyd Money Mayweather.
Hope you hear me. You are a prick. You
Careful.
won't hear me.
You saw what he did to Show.
Still undefeated though. I don't know how. You should have got beat by Manny. Anyway, can I talk about the match now? Now that I called Floyd out?
Sure, why not? Go.
All right, so next time, Floyd, you and I, right here.
He don't kill you.
Not right here. There ain't enough room. Ain't enough room for me to run. But I enjoyed and for you to run because you probably would run more than me. I've seen you fight. But anyway, I thought this was interesting at the time. I just don't. I never understood why Big Show couldn't win any of these. I don't think it would have like propelled his career, but like it would have helped establish some versatility with the Big Show. A little bit I felt like, but I don't know. This was interesting. It was better than the sumo thing. It lasted longer than I expected to. I didn't expect it to last as long as it did. I don't know. I just feel like they should quit trying to mix wrestling and everything else they can. Like before long, they're gonna mix like wrestling and basketball because why not?
Actually, they did try to do that at one point because I remember.
Remember Carl or remember Dennis Rodman?
Well, I remember saying on Monday Night Raw it was like the Lakers versus like I don't know.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like that team.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. And then they did the whole MVP versus Matt Hardy in the dunk competition or something.
Oh,
That was funny too.
that stuff was like I remember because like Shaq was hosting the show or someone from the NBA was hosting Monday Night Raw. But is it my turn to talk about this match?
You don't get it.
Let's move on.
This match was, this was a fun, knockout match. Well, it really wasn't. It was a good match. I like when Floyd Money Mayweather uses the brass knuckles, and it kind of been nice if Big Show would have. It's cheap, but it actually would have been nice if Big Show actually kind of would have won one of these, because it would have, maybe propelled him a little bit. Like, made him become a bigger star, make him become more, like, dominant. Also, I want to say something. Fuck you, Michelle Beadle. Fuck you, because
What's wrong with Michelle Beadle?
I'll tell you what's wrong with her. She says, how she could never watch professional wrestling again because of what happened with the whole Floyd Money Mayweather stuff. How she didn't like how WWE was, like, behind Floyd Money Mayweather, with what his stuff happened. I don't remember, like, the whole
He was
stuff.
the best in the world.
But the whole stuff happened. Like I don't know what stuff he did, but what I'm talking about, right?
I'm not surprised. It is. I was about to say something and it was going to be really bad, so I'm gonna keep it to myself.
That stuff that Floyd Money Mayweather did, like, and now
The
pretty
dick?
much what?
He's a dick?
No, he was like doing some bad stuff. I don't remember what it was.
You little
What?
douche?
What constitutes bad stuff, Justin?
I don't remember, but
Calling people names.
he was calling people names. He's calling people.
He's
bullies.
a phony. He's a great big phony.
But like.
Phony. These guys are great.
But back on to what I was saying about this, about Michelle Beadle, like, how she came back, earlier this year, came back to watching wrestling, and I was saying, oh, she's a really big wrestling fan, saying she knows a whole bunch of shit, but she doesn't know jack shit about professional wrestling. She doesn't.
I have a question. What the fuck does this have to do with WrestleMania 24?
I don't know. Well, she did.
Exactly. Shut up.
The whole stuff that Floyd Money Mayweather was in conflict with.
Casey's mad because Michelle Beadle was cute and he thinks he's still got a chance.
I do. Shut up. Let's move on to the World Heavyweight Championship match. Undertaker versus Edge. This was an awesome match. I think this is one of the best Taker Mania matches. I think Taker and Edge worked really well together. It was really believable. You honestly thought. I feel like you obviously still were pretty sure Taker was going to win just because it's Mania. But the fact that the title was on the line, I felt like, you thought, okay, it could go either way. Edge could find a way to win. So it made it a little bit more interesting than the average Taker. I don't want to say average Taker Mania match, but normally the title wasn't on the line. But the fact that the title was on the line, it made it seem even bigger. So it kind of, and either way, I feel like Edge could have won. Edge was kind of, this was, when he was really, had a really good push. I just thought it was a really good match. And after that outburst, Justin doesn't get a turn, so DJ.
Honestly, going back to this time, because I'm pretty sure this was when Edge went into the Rated R gimmick and got really good at the Rated R gimmick.
No, he was already in the Rated R gimmick.
Okay, well, this was before he got really good with the Rated R gimmick.
What are you talking about? He was really good in the Rated R gimmick.
He was, but this was pre-Lita, which Lita just kind of put it over the edge to me. If I'm not mistaken, is this pre-Lita?
Lita wasn't even here, was she? No, she wasn't here.
I was just saying before Lita, hence the word pre. Before. Am I wrong?
Yeah, you are wrong.
Well, tell me that.
This was when he was like with Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder.
I know that, but I'm confused on whether this was.
This was the Edgeheads era. I think this was still Rated R.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just didn't, for some reason, and that's what made me think it was before the Rated R era. I just didn't believe that he could win until the match started. I like during his interview and everything like that, like even during the video package, I guess you'd say, I didn't feel like he could actually win. But then when like his performance in the match made me feel like he could actually win. But yeah, this match was really good. I enjoyed it. I feel like there were a lot of good false finishes and everything. And I feel like with this match, it always felt like Taker was going to lose in some sort of shady way, which would have been which would have been upsetting. I mean, we were mad when Taker lost clean. So so imagine if Taker would have lost in a shady way. But I mean, it was just a good match. I mean, it was nice to see Taker in a main event match for once at Mania, because it felt like even though the streak's been there for so long, it just feels like he hasn't really had a lot of main event matches though that were the official last match on the card, the last thing you think about when you when you go to bed or whatever, or when you turn your TV off and go watch something else. What?
Yeah. So that was your.
I didn't get a chance to talk about the match.
I told you don't get a chance after that outburst.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Fine, talk about it. Jesus.
This match was really, really good. I mean, when's the last time that Taker main evented a WrestleMania? When's the last time he main evented one? DJ, can you tell me? Never. He never main evented a WrestleMania.
That's what I was thinking.
He's never main evented WrestleMania, so this was a nice, cool, different dynamic, and it was for the World Heavyweight Championship. But I kind of think the WrestleMania 23 match was a little better with Undertaker and Batista. I just think that match was a little better. And always, the best Taker match will have to be Taker versus Shawn Michaels, which we'll get to that match
Actually,
in our next review.
my favorite is Taker versus Randy Orton. When Randy Orton should have won, this streak should have been over a long time ago.
But this match was very good. I never had any doubt in my mind that Undertaker was going to lose, because Undertaker, I knew he just wasn't going to lose this, because I mean he wasn't going to lose to Edge, but Edge, he did some good stuff, and it was a fun match. I really enjoyed it. What?
What's wrong with Edge?
Nothing's wrong with Edge, but I just knew he wasn't going to win the match.
Oh, he wasn't going to lose to Edge.
But yeah.
Edge is the rated R superstar. Adam Copeland could have won that title, retained that title, I should say, but won the title of beating the streak. Unlike that no talent hack Brock Lesnar. He hasn't been good since 2004. Anyway, that was your WrestleMania 24 review. Next will be 25. Probably, maybe tomorrow, possibly. Not sure exactly when we're going to do it. But we are steadily getting close to the end of our road trip to WrestleMania 32. We're excited. We still have mostly no idea what's going on at WrestleMania, and people still keep getting hurt. So, I mean, I'm not going to be surprised if there's 2 matches on the card. It seems like that's what it's going to be, 2 or 3 matches on the card. The rest is going to be filler. The rest of it is just going to be freaking Shucky Ducky Quack. Wait, no, he's not there anymore. But anyway, follow the Twitter, like the video, subscribe, share, other stuff that we tell you to do when we don't have all this on, but I have this on.
But Casey, what was your favorite match of the night? Just curious.
I mean, oh yeah, about that. I gotta think about it. So we're gonna go, Justin. What was your favorite match of the night?
Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair.
Damn it, DJ.
My favorite match of the night was Batista. No. My favorite match of the night was Randy Orton versus John Cena versus Triple H.
All right, I'm gonna go. If I told you to go watch a match on this card, it would have been Flair and HBK, but somebody took that from me, So you're gonna go watch the Taker match, because that one was really good too. But yeah, that was our 24 review of WrestleMania 24, not the TV show 24, which is pretty good. If you ever get a chance to go watch it, I think it's on Netflix. Go check it out. Pretty good show, But we will see you on the bearded puppy dog, flippity dippity with a tiara on
how you gonna say flippity dippity and all that?
On the bearded puppy dog tiara, flippity dippity. Oh yeah, arf arf.